Yes. Welcome to Chatting Up the Chick. Me, your host, Chris the Chick, all the way from Cluckenham Palace. As you well know, everyone loves Cluckenham Palace. There's something about Cluckenham Palace that just makes you go, I'm in Cluckenham Palace. Right. This week on my little mini-series of Chatting Up the Chick, because I'm just talking to myself, because that's what I do well. That's why I did radio DJing for a while, because there was never ever any dead air when I was on radio. It was chat-aholicness. I was just chat. Play your music! Alright, fair enough. So, so this week, I wanted to discuss something quickly that's very close to my heart. If you don't know me, so the one of 5 people that listen to this, I've decided to upskill, go back to school, and I am participating in a postgraduate certificate in international development. So basically, for people who are like international development, what's that? It's basically based around helping up and coming developing countries to instigate certain infrastructure and whatnot to get them to a place where you're trying to eliminate things like poverty, hunger, where everyone's got clean drinking water, stuff like that. So that's a very simplistic description of what international development is. I'll be able to tell you much more once I do the course. Once I finish the course, then hopefully I'll have a much better synopsis than that pile of drivel that just came out of my mouth. But one of the reasons I just wanted to quickly chat today was I was having a discussion with someone at work, and one of the things that I've always noticed about these kind of discussions about so-called third world countries, that which, let me start off by saying, I think is a testament to our, when I say our, I mean people who are in so-called inverted commas first world countries. We have this kind of blasé, I wouldn't say uncompassionate, but certainly like this charitable, but not in a good charity way. I'm talking about like a charitable kind of look upon third world countries as like, oh, poor them, it sucks that the people are starving and are hungry and stuff like. But that's as far as it goes. Like, yes, people give money to, when I was growing up in England, you had like children in need, Red Nose Day, stuff like that, where they would earn, they would make a lot of money for these so-called third world countries. Uh, and people would donate quite a lot of money and they'd send off. So people have that kind of charitable essence to them. But I feel like the terminology has to change, because technically they're not a third world country. If anything, they're economically oppressed. And what I mean by that is that these countries have been, when I say oppressed, I mean in the sense they've been taken advantage of. So a lot of these countries have had so-called first world, for the better of things, Western countries coming into their country, taking their natural resources for a very cheap price, and making themselves richer. So that's what I mean by kind of economically oppressed. And you'd like to think that in this day and age, that's changing. And look, it has, man. Like, work that's been done with regards to fair wages. I can't think of the name of the group. Who's the name of the group that does the fair wages? It's a Christian organisation. I can't quite remember what it was. Trade Aid. That's it, Trade Aid. is it trade aid? Yeah, whatever. So there's been leaps and bounds moving forwards in terms of making sure that people from what I call economically oppressed countries are starting to get their just rewards for their work. Um, but then, as part of my international development pre-study, so to speak, I was reading a book called A Bucket of Water by a fella called Kaniyo F. Nwanzi, who's originally from Nigeria, and he has been working on reflections on sustainable rural development that he's been doing for a few decades. And he was talking about, and this is where I kind of thought to myself, oh man, like we're so blind to the comings and goings of this world where we are quite passively easily we just passively say third world country in a way where we just kind of, you know, we wash it off ourselves as a problem that we have to deal with. And he talks about in Uganda they grow coffee beans for the European market, and according to him, the growers of coffee beans make 0.5% of the total value of that coffee bean, which is criminal, like absolutely criminal. 0.5%. Oh my word. And look, I understand the difference between different um, countries' economics. You know, like I think it's Ugandan dollar. I'm not sure what their money is. I'm pretty sure it's not worth as much as, say, the euro or the pound. So obviously, if you're exporting something from an economy where money is seen as less, then obviously the people who are then selling it on are going to sell it on for a much higher price because of how expensive it is in the country it's going to, i.e. the UK, France, Germany, whatever it might be. But still, 0.5% of the total value goes to the actual grower. And we wonder, we wonder why there's still poverty, people going hungry in African nations, in Asian nations, South American nations. Like, hello, like I see the problem straight away. It just baffles my mind, and no wonder why I've suddenly become like I've always had it inside of me, uh, this kind of burning passion to want to change this because it's crazy. Like, why is there such such a bridge, such a gap between different people around the world? Like, we're all humans. We're all part of the same race. Like, why do some have so much more than others? It's nuts to think in the 21st century we're still dealing with issues that have been around for millennia. Anyway, that was my musings for today. I just wanted to talk about it because my friend and I, Martin Pugh, Barnum McGroove, Captain Dibble Rock. Big shout out to you, my friend. I don't know why I turned into LG. We're going to be talking about reframing words in our next podcast. Like I 100% think that words need to be reframed. You know, things like communism, third world countries, all these kind of words have lost their original meaning. Well, in the case of third world countries, it just needs to be absolutely dropped. That's the reframing it needs. It needs to be dropped. At least call it a developing nation. It's still passive, economically oppressed. Now you understand what's going on. You know what I mean? Yes. Anyway, pay attention for that. That one's coming up soon. Yes, you've been listening to Chatting Up the Chick. Just send me a message, comment, tell me what you think. Do you think I'm going nuts? Do you agree? Do you think that, you know, I just need to get off the internet? You tell me. Look forward to listening to those comments. Yes. Much love. Spread that love. Wickeder.